Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we have Simran here with us, and not a lot of people know that she is actually a chartered accountant. And in today's video I'm going to ask her what was her experience coming here to London and studying her MBA degree.
Yeah.
Now you would want to take her as a credible source for telling you whether you should come to the UK and study your MBA or do a master's course here, because you are what I would term a nerd. But tell us a little about your background, your educational background, and how you completed your CA. When did you do that?
So, like you said, I completed my chartered accountancy exam in 2019. Before that, I did my BCom degree, which is pretty much the norm in Mumbai. A lot of people choose to do BCom because the demands of the course are a bit less, and you can focus more on your chartered accountancy degree. And because between all of that, you're also working. You do this 3-year mandatory training, which is called articleship. And so yeah, I finished that. I finished my exams, and I worked in India for about 2.5 years in Grant Thornton in the statutory audit department, and then I decided to pursue my MBA over here.
Okay, and why London, firstly?
London is the financial capital of the world. So it's a very good place for me to firstly pursue an educational degree, especially for something in my field. And secondly, if I were to pursue some employment opportunities here, it would have provided me with very good opportunities here in London. So that's why I chose London.
Now I know a lot of students will be watching this and they keep thinking, should we pursue a degree overseas, right?
Yeah.
And right now, as of today, a lot of Indian students are coming to the UK.
Yeah.
So do you think, having done the MBA degree here from Middlesex University, do you think was it worth it?
So firstly, I haven't finished my degree, like I didn't do it last year. I came to London last year and I just finished submitting my dissertation a month ago. So I'm still awaiting results. But as far as this journey over the course has been, like you know me from before, I never had this thing of, setting up my own business or all of that. But for some reason, over the course of this degree, I've also become a bit more entrepreneurial in my mindset, which I feel like that was the biggest change from before and after. Of course, you have education and the things you learn, which I'll get into more detail. But in terms of the mindset shift that happened, the things that I was taught over this course, it definitely made me want to have something of my own at some point, start something of my own. So I think that was the biggest change. MBA over here. See, for me, everyone's journey is different. In fact, a lot of my classmates came from different backgrounds. I came from an accounting and finance background. I had a few engineers in my class. I had a few tech people, IT people in my class. So everyone came with different backgrounds. Everyone had different strengths and weaknesses. I feel like what we were taught was something that would be useful to us in whatever path we followed. Like we had strategy, we had finance and accounting, which again I knew, but there were people that did not know about it. We had operations and supply chain management, which I had no idea about because my education is strictly financial and accounting, right? So I feel like the things that we were taught, if you had to go reach somewhere higher or a higher designation, whatever field you are, you need to have these kind of knowledges. Even if you want to start something of your own, you need to have this.
Okay.
So I feel like in those terms, an MBA is really useful. So I would say it's a really good thing to do. You should do it. Again,
So,
I don't know how.
I want to ask you a question right here. Having said that, these are things you learn in doing an MBA overseas, especially London. Did you do any type of research? Is this how the course is even taught back in India or any of the other countries?
So yeah, I did a bit of research. So of course I would say if you're pursuing IIM and something of that stature, of course that is next level. So you have to pursue that if that's what you're after. But for me, like I said, I finished my education, I started working. We were in 2 years of lockdown. After all of that, for me, I think I just did not want to spend 2 more years in education. I had also already spent 2 years after my college, and then I didn't want to spend any more time just on education, which is really nice here in London. That was another reason why UK was a top choice for me, because here most of the masters and most of the degrees are 1 year, which is treated and given as much importance as a 2 year course anywhere else in the world. So you can save that 1 year if that's what you're going for. And yeah, so I think that was another motivation.
Now you've done your MBA here in London. Did you find any difference in employability? Did you find that now that you apply for jobs, is it easier? Are you finding the interviews easier? Now I'll tell you why I'm asking this question, right? Sometimes you might add another degree to your CV, but that's just not going to work. It's just not going to get you a job.
Yeah.
So did you get a better job? Do you think that this MBA degree or doing this MBA degrees, especially in the UK, has boosted your career in a positive way?
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, everyone's journey is different. So I can only talk about my journey and my experience. I would say for me, it's definitely been very rewarding. One, because now I finished my degree and I had a few interviews. I applied to a few places just before I was submitting my dissertation. So I had a few interviews lined up right after. And I ended up getting a job, I'm working here as well in a CA firm like I did in India, but my job profile is a bit different, and what I feel has really, like, something that I was really looking for in my career was work-life balance. As I'm sure a lot of people watching this also would know that the work culture in India and Mumbai actually especially is really terrible. There would be months where I'd go without a single day off, like not weekends, not public holidays, none of it. I would have to beg if I wanted a day off that I was obligated to, right? And you come to office at this time, but you don't know when you're going to leave office. Sometimes you leave at 9. I mean, there would never be I would never leave office before 8.
Okay.
Right? So I had no balance as such. Even during COVID, which everyone was working from home, I think I would open my laptop first thing in the morning and close it the last thing at night. So it was really bad, and I just knew at that point that I did not want to be living my life this way. I didn't want to be living my life this way. I wanted that balance. And so getting a job here, and now that I've been working for a couple of weeks, I know it's just been a couple of weeks, but the difference is unbelievable. I think I was telling you a couple days ago, I've never worked in a place where I started my day knowing exactly what I'm going to finish my day, which is such a blessing, honestly, because now I get to come home and actually have some time off, do things I like, catch up on chores or whatever. So yeah, I would say,
is it I following up to what you're talking about, I would say, did your MBA degree help you get this job that you're currently at, or is it like you would try from India as well and then get this job itself? Or did your MBA degree or doing your MBA degree here help you in any way? Getting this specific job?
This specific job, I would say I got it on the back of my CA degree.
Okay.
Would I get it sitting in India? No. Okay. Because I'm here, I have a shot at so many more opportunities. I would have like 1/4 of these opportunities if I were applying from India.
Okay.
But that's not to say that my degree did not help me in pursuing a better designation in this job.
Okay.
Because I have this additional education, I don't have to start at like the bottom level. Or because the thing is, in India I wouldn't be at the base level anymore, but I'm not practicing or I'm not working in India. And everywhere the requirements are different. So if I had to come here, I might have had to either start at the same level or maybe one level down, which because my education, I don't need to do that. I can go one level higher. So it's still beneficial, but I would say the job that I got is on the back of my CA degree.
Okay, so let's summarize this, everything that you've told us. Basically what I'm getting is, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it is useful if your final aim is coming overseas and working.
Yeah.
And also it does make a difference once you gain a certain degree, you will get a better standing in the specific market that you're trying in, right?
Yeah.
So for you, this MBA degree or doing MBA, your degree overseas has been worth it, and you would recommend it to people,
Yeah,
right?
for me personally, it's been completely worth it. Again, I know these are things that were going through my mind before I decided coming here, in terms of financial support that you need, like from parents, from back home, or the strain that you put on your family. I mean, at the time of coming here, you do feel all of it, because the money adds up in different places, and you think, oh my God, how am I going to manage? But once you come here, once you're working here, you have to remember you're earning in pounds. And so making that money back, or that return on investment, gets a lot more easier. You would not take more than, in a normal full-time job. You don't have to be a very high level or anything, but in a normal full-time job also, you can make that up in 1 year just in earnings. But if you want to save that money or whatever, I think you can save or repay, if you're taking loans and all, you can easily repay it in under 3 years. So again, it depends on everyone's journey. There are people who, you know how the economic situation is here. It's not the best for jobs right now, but everyone's very hopeful that because of the change in the government and everything, they're going to pull us out of this, out of this crisis as such. And so there's going to be a lot more jobs available, and so everyone's very hopeful about the future. So I would say, if you're thinking of coming here, pursuing a master's or your MBA, it would be worth it, and you would have a good opportunity at recovering your investment as well as getting a job here.
All right, thank you so much, Simran.
Thank
now
you.
I want to make one point clear. You've heard Simran, she has given you the green signal. If you had this thought in your mind whether you want to do an MBA degree overseas, but one thing I'll tell you, she's super smart. I know her from years. She's not one of, I don't know, it would be the right thing to say, one of us.
Oh my God.
She's a little different. So it may be easy for her. So you got to do your own research as well. Whether it is a good thing or not, she's saying it is a very good thing. It has helped her career as well. And if you are motivated and you are in the right direction, I don't think so you should let anything come in the way, right? And I think you should go for it.
Yeah, even if it's something that you want to just experience for a year and you have the resources to do it, you should, because you've come to London. It's been more than a month, and you've really loved it. So it is a good place to be, and that's it.
But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank
if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the we'll see you in the next video.
And if you have any questions, you can obviously comment, and we'll answer it.
Let us finish our dinner. It's getting a little cold. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.